And then here comes Hangman Adam Page to the desk for color because the next match features like Mussolini in a hockey jersey. Because here comes Punk. And as soon as he comes out, he kneels down and he calls cut the music so he can yell, it's clobbering time. But also, he knew that he was going to get booed out of the building. And I obviously didn't ask him. I wasn't on the premises at the time. But I have to think that he had him cut the music so he could walk down there even with the Islanders jersey. He's doing everything he can. He just saved a baby from a burning building.
He was wearing the jersey of a player who left the Islanders, one of the best players in hockey, left the Islanders. Some would say for greed. Others would say to return home to Canada, to Toronto.
Oh!
So it wasn't like an Islander great who's currently playing or one of their players who have their names in the rafters. It was someone who left voluntarily.
But he knew he was getting booed.
Oh,
and
yeah.
in that case, that's why he's wearing the shirt, because he wanted to lean into it. He cut the music so that you could hear it. It's because MJF is from Long Island, and they have created this now, and it works. It's the Bret Hart Bizarro World Canada business, except it's Long Island instead of Canada. So Punk is the babyface everywhere but Long Island, like Michaels was the babyface in America, but MJF, as Bret was in Canada, is the babyface in Long Island because he's from there, and he still manages to play up. We'll get to this here in a little while. But MJF still manages to play up him being from Long Island and him being a heel at the same time. And plus, you can vouch for this. People from the New York metropolitan area are used to being known as real, just fucking uncircumcised dicks to the rest of the country, right?
No, a lot of us are circumcised. A lot of us are circumcised.
Well, but you're all dicks of some respect.
In some ways, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, and they're going to lean into the whole Punk being booed in Long Island thing, but it doesn't fit when the company, it fits when Punk leans into it and he's just being himself, but when the company assists him, they book him against another babyface, Little Brutus of the Dork Order, who's from Long Island. Okay, now we're getting a little, I know, and Page used to be with the Dork Order, but we should be able to forget about that by now, one would think. They haven't been darkening each other's doorsteps lately, Page and the Dork Order. But, so they're having the match with Punk against Little Brutus, Short John Silver, as I like to call him. And Page is doing color. Did Adam Page say anything, make any comment to either sell a ticket to the pay-per-view main event or entertain anyone in any way? Or did he just fucking mumble a bit and sit there to serve his time at the desk?
He's the dullest world champion we've ever seen.
And I was like, okay, is he going to be a asshole heel this week like he was last week, talking about Punk jerking off to Bret and I'm going to embarrass you and I'm going to fuck you up? Or is he going to be a baby face, or is he going to be whatever? I couldn't tell what attitude he's taking because he said nothing, and he said what he did say in such a disinteresting fashion. But the crowd was booing everything that Punk did, and he was loving it. So Punk would give the little fucking fella openings to do shit, and he sold more than he should have because the crowd was liking it. I mean, the match, it was what it was. I'm not sure about, he's the biggest babyface, the most popular guy in AEW. And it's not that he's being booed out of the building because, again, it's understandable given the situation, but because he's competitive with a mid-card hometown babyface. That's why. But Page was a non-entity on color. The match went a bit long. Short John got a little sloppy, and then Punk hit a buckshot lariat. Boom, 1, 2, 3. And then here we go. Here comes Page to the ring. And I'm thinking, okay, now we're going to see something. We're going to have a blistering back and forth, some witty repartee. possibly a physical angle.
He's specifically mad about the buckshot lariat.
Yes. I'm saying we're going to see something, right? And they get in the ring and they go face to face, and Punk says, hey, it's not personal, it's just business. He's trying to be the kind of asshole. And he did a good promo, which was neither babyface nor heel, but was plain spoken. And then Page just doesn't say anything. He just fucking gives Punk the finger and leaves. So my question is, unless somebody has suddenly come to their senses and decided, okay, Adam Page, bleh, CM Punk, big star, let's put the belt on Punk. Unless they've decided that, how bad a mistake will it be to have CM Punk versus Adam Page and have Punk fail to win the title? Not even do a job, just somehow fail to win the title, much less do a job. They've damaged Danielson. He was the best in the business. They damaged him. Cole never got a chance with the booking, and now it's obvious, as we said, he's just thrown his hands up. He doesn't care. All the new signings have already been marginalized, and people have either seen their flaws and weaknesses, or they're not as over as they were when they started because the people were happy to see them there, but now they've seen them booked by AEW. So who else is going to be the next world champion in this fucking joint? I think Punk has to win this. I don't think he will, but I think he needs to.
There's only two options. Punk wins or Punk's screwed over by someone. And I'm not saying that's the right thing or the wrong thing. I'm saying those are the only two options.
Who would that be? Someone be?
I don't know. Who does Punk want to work with? That's who it'll be.
Well, and more importantly, Adam Page better embrace that person and fucking try to sap some of that heat while he gets the chance, because he ain't going to get any on his own.